Hello and welcome back. We had a little bit of a glitching issue, it seemed like, with the end of the last video there, but everything looks to be fine now after I managed to get a save in. And I also get the benefit of moving these pulverizers up here, which were one of the things that I had not got to fully move, but ended the turn anyway, so I do benefit in a slight bit in that regard. Nothing else too exciting though, and I'm not going to be able to destroy a shipyard till later. Otherwise, I encountered the Iconians finally. There's one of the worlds near my border, which could mean issues later on down the road. And my fleet is pretty much assembling to attack Harper now. I have my fleet just within striking range. I just got all these shipyards I will need to deal with first. And a couple of pirates thereafter, while I'm waiting for my infestors to arrive. Hopefully 4 full infestors will be enough to conquer that planet there. That's the hope. I do not want to have to resort to doing actual bombardment. But hey, considering how disorganized their plans have been so far, it might be in my benefit to just bomb them. Just makes my work easier, having to manage everything for them. Oh yeah, and I was planning on moving this out of the gas cloud, so other than that, everything has just been a matter of upgrading all my star bases is really all it's been. And just like we're going to now, got 2 upgrades for the archaeology or the relics, and 2 more for the culture. And this one, so that was like 2 constructors worth of upgrades right there, so that worked out nicely. We got another one coming up here, which will upgrade. Well, that relic's already upgraded. And this one, well, I still have to end the turn, don't I? Well, not quite. There's still plenty of movement left to do, which is interesting. And where's this? Okay, I was wondering where that starbase was. And damn, I gotta say, the Thala's got a crap ton of duranium that they have access to, which means I'm gonna have a lot of prototype duridium rail guns, rail drivers, whatever the heck they're called, or upgrade armor if I so wish. Or if I just want to get a massive amount of refineries, that would be incredible too, wouldn't it? The options are endless, although good luck trying to get any other resource. It's been really just duranium and nothing else. With the 1 antimatter down here, which I would have, unless the Thalans actually have it there, I may have to consider how I'm going to get that from the Iridians at some point, whether it's by trade or by some other means. Anyways, let's continue on with the slaughter, shall we? Sadly, I cannot reach those ships there with my moss, but we do have this planet here, Ardoff Nairo, and we're gonna be relatively close to their homeworld there, because there's like no planets here. And it's just one outlying system before I get to Thala. And I cannot wait for that siege to commence. Because I already have beaten back, what is it, their fleets are practically already maxed out on logistics, so I don't have to worry about anything bigger to fight, unless they get something to reduce the logistic size of their fleet. That's the only thing. Other than that, I am preparing to steal this manufacturing relic from the Thalans momentarily. And I'm just getting all my ships in place to begin the siege. So what is Sargoth's starbase? Okay, that's one there. I'm waiting for the relic to become available pretty much before I upgrade. That's what I'm aiming to do. And that way I'll have, with those 2 starbases upgrade, I'm gonna get a massive 60% boost total, which is going to be tremendous with Miranda's production capabilities and all my shipyards. Speaking of which, my new shipyard is done, so I will set that with no sponsors for now, but I know what I'm going to do with it. And they're threatening me for tech. I will happily deny them that luxury. So, with that said though, Let me, yeah, that one's about to finish. Can I turn off the sponsorship and that won't ruin anything? It's pretty damn close. This is, yeah, the pulverizer is going to finish as normal. This one will actually be sponsored by Miranda itself. That way, I have a little more flexibility on what I can build. That, and I can get more constructors. And if I really need to supercharge it, of course, I can just link all these shipyards together. And actually, again, I'm wondering if I should move the shipyard into a position where I can get all these worlds combined together for when I'm ready to make really big ships. Either the large ones or the huge ones. Because after all, I have, what is it, coordinate, which reduces the decay distance, which is going to be what allows that massive amount of production. So when I do get access to large and huge ship designs, this is probably how I'm going to be able to build them relatively swiftly and quickly. I am going to have an idle shipyard though here when that happens, so I will need to plan for that. Otherwise, let's keep those constructors going, shall we? Because my income is rapidly getting depleted. Actually, it's going up now due to the marketing research and all the upgrade shopping centers, so maybe not as bad as I thought. Come to think of it, how's Kephium looking? Wow. What the hell did I just up research? Didn't I research something to kind of allow? Maybe that's what I got here, the Colonial Bank. Maybe that's what that research unlocked, which will do just as well, I think. I just need to terraform for it, so maybe I was wrong on that part. And I don't have a shipyard down here, do I? No, I don't. So I think I'll make it another shipyard down here, and then I'll focus on enhancing the growth after that. So this is my homeworld. Again, more constructors. I actually could probably get more swarms going, because that certainly doesn't hurt either. Actually, come to think of it, Miranda, I have that little, yeah, shrinker available to me that's giving me a massive 30% hull boost. How exactly is that applied? I'm wondering. Let me just compare these two. Is it automatically applied? Let me just see. Because if I remember correctly, pulverizer should be maxed out. Okay, I guess it's passively applied here. It's just a matter of what shipyards can build it. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's like a visual indicator to kind of let me know what can build it or not. Like if I was gonna get a pulverizer with even more mass requirements, is there a way I can find that somewhere that I'm able to build it here? I guess it wouldn't just show, which is kind of poor UI design a little bit. But I have more mass to work with, so I should work on abusing that pretty soon. I would love to do it for my swarmers, but Miranda's like the worst shipyard to actually do it for swarmers. Just throw in an extra laser battery and maybe a thrusters if I can get away with it. Yeah, you would think Miranda would be good at that as well. But no, I have bigger things in mind. And we have another wasp here. Wow, I got a ton of moths right now. I think I need to stop production of moths pretty soon. I do have wasps, and once I am done with the sailings, I can just refit them to be to accommodate any other weaponry defense I need as a support ship. So not a huge issue. Oh, and I forgot. Let's destroy this starbase, shall we? Because I've been ranting for way too long, I think. It's slowing the entire campaign down. There's a thought for you. I could probably go through this so much faster if I wasn't talking constantly, just to try and keep at least the videos somewhat entertaining. Because I guess that's the whole point of doing this YouTube thing, is it? Ah well, we're making good progress now. After I got this massive numbers I needed to kind of break through the wall, or at least break the stalemate I have with the assailants. Now that these pulverizers are practically mass-produced, it is going really quickly, the progress. I just need to figure out efficient ways to do it, like making sure I don't lose as many pulverizers as I do. Should I have like more pulverizers in my main invasion fleet, or do I want to put more Wasp with its missile or a defense to kind of help with their durability? Things like that. Just optimize it so it helps cut down on the downtime a bit. Anyways, onward. Let's destroy some shipyards. I don't even think I'm going to take any damage. Nope. Not one at all. Perfect. And next turn I'll have to go after that ship there. Oh, it used up the movement. Never mind. So, is there a risk of getting attacked? No, there isn't. Well, it's still gonna move too. Actually, I'm still safe regardless of what happens, so I'm safe down there. Swarmers are just itching to shoot something, and they're only using half the logistics. And damn, I need some wasps to go with these swarmers, because the sheer number of these things gives them a tremendous amount of durability. Mind you, each individual one is going to die incredibly fast, but just having an extra shield with like 3-4 wasps there is tremendous. It seems like it anyway. And I still want to keep building those swarmers because they are really damn cheap, and as my territory gets bigger, they're going to have a place in my army, in my fleet anyway. Maybe not my main invasion fleet, as I'm slowly trying to find out here. Because it seems like the swarms would just die, whereas this composition is taking like no damage at all. Because the wasps paying back, and the pulverizers do the dirty work. You gotta love these things. Even though all they really are is just a bunch of weapons just slapped onto a ship that design that has really doesn't impact how it performs. It just feels so much better when you know it's your own design. What can I say? What can I say? Otherwise, I think the assailants have practically given up. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, I see a handful there, but there's only like... Okay, I take that back. There's like 3 oaths in there that are not on top, stacked together. Same usual problem. This is partly why I want to keep the invasion going, because this is getting pretty repetitive and kind of pretty stupid. Not to mention I have a wasp that's out in the middle of nowhere, just asking to die. And there's what I was talking about. Swarmers have no defenses at all originally, but throw one wasp in there and there's like 48 missile defense. That is massive. Needless to say. If anything, I'm kind of tempted to like have like tiny support ships that give that missile defense just so I can build more of them more rapidly and they don't take up as much logistics. But that seems fragile and vulnerable. But then again, these AI, and probably how the AI behaves doesn't really matter too much. So, I think I'm perfectly safe up top. Pulverizers can start pushing forward and breaking down the shipyards and starbase for me. And then I can prepare that planet for evasion as soon as I'm done with Harper down here. Which won't be much longer now. Because I'm practically taking no damage from the starbases and they're not even upgrading them. I'll have to think, I'll have to second guess pushing that shipyard just for the moment. And I don't have the movement to kill that yet, so my constructor's safe. It's not going to get jumped on by the pirate. So I'm safe in that regard. Otherwise, it's just a slow, inevitable victory, as I already said. Nothing else too exciting. Because how many more can I fit here? I could fit in maybe 5 more. Actually, there's 4 per logistics, so I can actually fit only 4. which works perfectly because I have 4 pulverizers already waiting for me up there. So the evasion is on. And what movement do these have? 11. So yep, I can just put it at the starbase. And I'm good there for the time being. And speaking of which, let me upgrade these things. Alright, that's already got the full archaeology stuff, or was it? The Archaeology Institute, the 3rd level, so I'll just upgrade his culture. Get these things more useful, even if it is only minor with how far away these isolated starbases are. Come to think of it, I'm just trying to figure out where all my constructors are. I've not been paying attention to them very much. There, perfect. That one's fully upgraded. We got the 30% boost there, 30% boost there for influence, so I need to upgrade this manufacturing relic and upgrade the one I just captured. And I think that covers all the essential manufacturing, because, well, the one duranium up here I need, nope, that's already got it too, so I think that covers everything but the 2 on the front lines then. And intensive farming is done. So that will upgrade all my food intake, which is going to be good for the raw production. I do want to look into more terraforming. Is that what I want to do? I think so. Again, I'm trying. I think I can safely avoid having to upgrade my military for the time being, to kind of focus on my infrastructure some. Let's see. Oh, that's calling it unique, so I'm trying to figure out if there's like a standard upgrade for my approval. Where would that be? I'm trying to find it. That's culture. Trade, where is it? I don't know where that would be. Huh. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong tech tree then. Because this is giving me a bunch of raw production stuff. Well, first off, let me look. What the hell is this the one? Population diversion. So let me see. Where the hell is population diversion then? I don't want to waste so much time trying to find this, right? Okay, there it is. Approval focus. Okay, good. So that's probably where I want to go. But I think, yeah, this is all for colony unique. So I think that's, yeah, it doesn't look like I can get any more upgrades, is it? Yeah, I think I got all the base morale stuff I can get actually. That's interesting. Let me get that then, and then I'll start playing how I can utilize it, because my population is going to start getting massive, and if I can avoid getting more star bases, unless it's one I can just throw into the star bases without having a ring or anything, that would actually wouldn't be as bad. But if I can avoid that, that'll be good, because it cuts down on having to do all this little micromanagement, where a building would probably be more effective. So this is the Kefium 2-1 that's no longer attached to Miranda. Actually, I do need to get some really ridiculous sensor range, I think. So I think it's time to bring back my drones. What kind of mass do I have available to me? Because now, like I was explaining, I have no idea where the limit is for Miranda. I don't think I... Okay, let me actually go into design. That'd be a good start. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Like I said, I don't know what the limit is, if there was one before. But let's get some ridiculous sensor range on this thing and just see what happens. Worst case, I can just lower it down easily enough. So we'll try for 2 of these sensors. Probably could just scale them down. We're just going to try and get through this quickly, because there's no need to rush through this, is there? or no reason to really worry on it looking pretty. Because this thing's so damn tiny anyway. The components are not going to get seen. And yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll keep the engine on there, see if I can build it as normal. And if not, I'll just get rid of the engines to kind of get Iconian and my other systems to build it. So, okay, I can build it. That's good to know. Okay, and it says the mass there of the ship anyway. So let's get 5 of them. They're going to be my scouts, my early warning. Mind you, they lack the life support, which may not be the smartest idea. But I want to start field testing them first. Because they have not functioned very well for me before, have they? Because I ended up losing them all pretty much with very little effort on the assailant's part. Mainly because they had more movement than I had sensor range, so they can snipe me out from the fog of war, basically. Which is not a pleasant thought. At least now, with the extra mobility and having more sensor range than they can actually move, considering they downgrade their engines for some reason. Some of them do have ion edge thrusters, though. So that's confusing. So, assign Galactic system to shipyard here. Assailants, you think this is becoming a stalemate? You need to really have a look at what's going on. I'm sorry to say. As much as I would love to have peace with you there, I don't trust you to backstab me. Or to not backstab me, to be actually peaceful. You have been hateful to me, and you've proven yourself to be warlike due to the diplomatic traits. I do not trust you. I'm sorry. Once I take your homeworld, then I'll consider having a peace treaty. Damn it. I wish there was some way I could have cancelled that midway through. So that way I could have just got into Starbase. That's annoying. Just like I did there, damn it. Maybe I should just zoom in more. That would help a little bit. Help avoid that issue. Just a little bit. So, pulverizers. Actually, I should send them up north. That way they can just meet the rest of the fleet. Because I got all the ships I need down there already. And not only will I be ready to take Harper, basically, I have enough of the fleet strength to actually take out the Archer of Nero. I don't know how you would properly pronounce that. And we can almost get a 2-for-1 if I had more infestors. Actually, what am I thinking of? Well, I can ignore that shipyard for now and just go straight for the world, so that's not a big deal anyway. But I will need to send these pulverized down, in fact, so I can rapidly replenish it. And I don't think those extra ones are needed up top. So this world's not idle. Approval's good. Population will somewhat rapidly increase there, so I got the approval for a good while. And I think I want to increase that further. So what's the growth? Again, just 0.4. I seriously doubt 5% is going to do that much, right? It's not even going to tell me. Let's see, birthing subsidies. What? I'm trying to find the bonus on here. So I don't know. I don't even know what this trait is for mysterious natives. I don't know where that's coming from either. So that's weird. I don't quite understand some of those bonuses. Unless there's something that the assailants had when they first got the plant. I'm not sure. This is Gallifrey. This is a new system. So this one can make swarms for me, right? Yes, it can. So that's what I'm going to do. Start getting my core ships ready. Because my moths and beetles are going to slowly become obsolete. Especially when they're against ships that are utilizing energy deflectors. So that's the big problem there. Other than that, we just wait until the fleet can catch up. And hopefully, yeah, well, not really much they can do up north. The pulverizer are really going to do all that work there. At least the 2 star bases, and I can't even get those 3 oafs that are there. Although I do have a lot of swarmers, so they'd probably be able to take out 1 or 2. We'll have to see. Oh, and that those constructors from Miranda don't have like rally points, so I'll have to fix that too. Oh, and there's more culture to get here, so I'll send that way. Everything's already en route. Huh. I guess I am building swarmers 2 at a time? Interesting. I don't know what's going on there. Oh wait, 1 hasn't moved, that's why, never mind. I take that back. It just looks like they're building it 2 at a time as a result. I'll just set that on guard, then we'll go into the waiting arms of 2 more oafs. And it looks like, yeah, they built a new starbase there. Not that that's a problem by any means. Come to think of it, how close am I to my ideology point? Still 15 more points basically. And do I have a way to find out how many ideology points I have, or I'm getting a turn? I know I have maybe 6 preparedness centers now, so should be going relatively good rate. Not the best, mind you, but I don't think I'm in a huge rush because there's always could be an event of some kind that'll help speed things along. So I'm not in a real rush. Wow. It seems like the Iconians have been rushing for a whole bunch of these ascension crystals. Apparently they own 6 of them. What the hell have the Iconians been up to be able to grab all these crystals so aggressively? Wow. I gotta be very careful. Because I found out, that there's these things like Ascension Victory and that. So, I have to actually consider stopping them at some point. I just have no idea, no way to know how far along they are, so that's the scary thought. So that's also something I need to prepare for, that I may have to stop the Iconians before they get their Ascension Crystals. Because I can't just force my way, I can't just steal like the sailing crystals there to kind of catch up. No, I'm gonna need to either steal them, go to war with them, or try and get ahead with some other means, which probably will be my influence maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Still can't move around anywhere with these swarmers. And oh, what shipyard is this? Tracy 1. I'll just keep the constructors going. Can't have too many of these star bases. And not to mention, I'm just about ready to begin another push forward, especially on the north side, because I'm going to need a couple of star bases here just outside Thala, and probably 1 in Harper. So why not? Oh, and I misclicked again, damn it. At least this time I have the movements to correct that. And culture's fully done. Perfect. Perfect. Can't ask for much better. And I don't think that constructor needs to come over here, does it? Nope, that's fully upgraded. So we are good there. Now it's just the manufacturing relics, which this one's already going to upgrade, so never mind. That's got culture, that's got manufacturing, the boost, so now I think it's just this one starbase that needs the upgrade, is it? It looks like it. Oh, that has an embassy I could grab, and that also has an embassy, so 2 starbases up top, but I can just build out here at Mackenzie system, so that's not a problem. Otherwise, just one more turn. Was it one more turn, and then I can grab Harper II, and that'll be another system under my control. And then the influence is just gonna go out of control in this region, I think, if I'm understanding it properly. Won't be long now.